All right, here we go with another lesson on angles, but this is special angle pairs. So what you might want to do for a minute, if you did not print out the blank copy of these notes, is pause the video just to copy down these definitions really quick. So, adjacent angles. Adjacent angles are angles that share a vertex and a side. Basically, it means they're next to each other. And that would be this example right here. You have two angles that share a vertex and are right next to each other. Vertical angles are formed by two intersecting lines. So in this second diagram right here, you see that we have two lines that intersect. And what they do is they actually create two pairs of congruent angles. Okay, so vertical angles will always be congruent. In this diagram, 1 and 2 are considered vertical. So are the blue ones I just marked. It doesn't mean up and down. Linear pair. They are adjacent angles, so they are next to each other, but they add up to 180 degrees. That would be this diagram right here. So you have this obtuse angle and this acute angle, when added together, are 180 degrees. Last one is opposite rays. Opposite rays are two different rays that have the same starting point. Now, I know this just looks like a line, but we could have ray BA and we can have ray BC that are 180 degrees apart from each other, and that could be considered opposite rays as well, not just line AC. Okay? So, those are some angle pairs. The other two are complementary and supplementary angles. Now, complementary angles are just two angles that add up to 90 degrees, and supplementary angles are two angles that add up to 180 degrees. Okay? So, those are your angle pairs that you will need to know. And we can do all sorts of different stuff with them. A is complementary to B. So that just tells you right there, A and B add up to 180 degrees. It's just that simple. So you just have to take your 3x plus 2, add it to your 5x plus 8, and you set it equal to 90 degrees. 8x plus 10 is equal to 90. 8x is equal to 80, so x is equal to 10. Then all you have to do is take your 10 and substitute it in for angle A and B. So angle A is 32 degrees, and angle B is 58 degrees. All right? That's it. So I'm going to let you pause the video and try the next problem. It is C is supplementary to D. Supplementary this time. So pause the video and give it a try. And if you have 4x minus 5 plus 6x minus 15 is equal to 180, if you came up with 10x is equal to 200 and x is equal to 20, you are good to go on the solving aspect. Then all you have to do is substitute it in. And for angle C, you should have gotten 75 degrees. And angle D, you should have 105 degrees. And of course, you can add those together to see that they add up to 180, just to make sure that you did things correctly. Okay? Here's a couple other questions. These are some simple questions. What is complementary to 84? That's simple. All you have to do is say 6 degrees, because that's what adds up to 90 degrees. The next one, it just says what is supplementary to 40? And you would just say 140 and you would be done. The next one's a little tricky though. It says what expression is complementary to 3x plus 20? So you need to write an expression. So if you remember back at the top, it said that complementary angles are 90 degrees minus the given angle. So this would be 90 degrees minus the quantity 3x plus 20. So 90 degrees minus the given angle. Okay, so you distribute your negative, and you get 90 minus 3x minus 20. So negative 3x plus 70. All right, so that's that. Moving right along here. Here are some angle pairs with algebra. The first one, you can see we have a linear pair. A linear pair are two angles that add up to 180 degrees. So for that, all you have to do is 5x plus 2 plus 3x plus 18 is equal to 180 degrees. 8x plus 20 equals 180. 8x is equal to 160, so x is equal to 20. And you're done. Next problem is a little tricky. You can see that they're vertical angles. So they're formed by intersecting lines and they're opposites. So solving for x is not very tricky. I just want to see if you can solve for x and then go find angle 1. That's a little tricky. So why don't you pause the video and give that one a try. And let's see how you handle it. So again, vertical angles are congruent. So we have 4x plus 6 is equal to 5x minus 2. And you'll get x is equal to 8. No big deal. Then we have to find angle 1. But you have nothing to plug it into. There is nothing we can plug in for angle 1. We don't have anything over here. We don't have anything over here. So now you have to get clever. So you're going to plug it into one of these guys. So we're going to substitute it in here. We're going to have 5 times 8 minus 2, which is going to give us 38 degrees. Now is where you get slick. If you know that this angle is 38 degrees, watch this. Isn't that a straight line? A straight line is what? 180 degrees. So if that's 38, and this whole straight line is 180 degrees, then you can figure out that this angle 1 is 142 degrees by using a linear pair again. Okay? One more problem. An angle is 10 more. Actually, we're going to do 2 more problems. An angle is 10 more than 3 times its complement. Find both angles. So this is complementary angles. So you draw a 90-degree angle. If it helps you, split it in 2. An angle is 10 more than 3 times the complement. So pick an angle. Bam. There's your angle. So the complement is 3x plus 10. 10 more than 3 times. And now you just set it up. 4x plus 10 is equal to 90. 4x is equal to 80. So x is equal to 20. And now we have to find both angles. So we need the angle and we need the complement. So we know that one of these guys is going to be 20 degrees and we know the other guy is going to be 70 degrees. But which one is which? Well, it says an angle is 10 more than 3 times its complement. So the angle is bigger. So the angle is 70 degrees and the complement is 20 degrees. Okay? That's just a little tidbit of fun. This next one, a little tricky. We'll step through this one together. It says the supplement of an angle is 54 less than 3 times the complement. Whenever you have supplement and complement in the same sentence, you want to set it up like this. You want to have your 90 minus x and your 180 minus x. So the left side's the supplement side, the right side's the complement side. And it says that the supplement of an angle is 54 less than 3 times the complement. So you're multiplying the complement by 3 and subtracting 54 from it to get the supplement. And now it's just algebra. Distributing, so we have 180 minus x is equal to 270 minus 3x minus 54. And that'll end up giving you 180 minus x is equal to 216 minus 3x. And as soon as you get done, you're going to have 2x is equal to 36. So x is equal to 18. So we have the angle is 18. Then obviously the supplement is 180 minus 18 for 162. And the complement is 90 minus 18, which is 72. And you are good to go. All right. There is one last problem on these set of notes. But I am going to say try this on your own. And we will save it for class because it is solving a system of equations. All right. So give it a try. We'll talk about it in class. You can always check your final answer with the answer key to the notes. This is Longo, and I'm out. See you, bye.